let's start with the most important expectation, your client's expectation, because you are always second, not first, when it comes to your studio. And your clients expect different things from you. First, appearance, they want to have the perfect nails, they want to leave with a perfect result. Then second, please, as long as possible, they for sure like you and they like to come again, but not too often, because they have to pay for it for sure. And in the end, what they always ask for, they want to have the best result with the best products at a good price, correct? So, but there are also different expectations. The other expectations that there is are your own when we are talking about brands and products. So in a studio, a spa, a salon, wherever, the one who's working, not the one who's owning the salon, but the one who's really working with the products in the field, they also have expectations from brands and products. And what they want first is the application must be easy. If I have to work with a product every day that is complicated and takes time, it's not the right product for me. Because sometimes I'm not always, let's say, in the mood to compete in a championship here at the exhibition. Sometimes I'm stressed and the product should not show every mistake I make. Maybe in some cases it should be self-leveling, it should help me, but it should not challenge me in my daily work in the studio. And then, for sure, durability. In a studio I also want durability. The same, or maybe not the same durability that my clients expect, because I want them to come back. Not for sure next week, because then something is wrong with the product, but I want them to come back early enough that we have a good relationship and that's a good business for me in the end. That the client is happy, not paying too much, but that we have a good level of coming and going, and that they don't come with reclamation because there are liftings, chippings after 1 week, 10 days, depending on the product, correct? And in the end, for sure, also in a studio, we are talking about price, but you don't want the lowest price, because if you want the lowest price, you buy only cheap products, but unfortunately, usually you get what you are paying for, so you want the best price-performance ratio. So, let's now go to Alessandro, because I think some of you already know Alessandro. Do you know Alessandro? No? It's not a problem, because we didn't make a representative survey for that, but are you surprised when I say that more women know Alessandro than men do in this world? I think not. Maybe it's the same percentage like you have with men going to a salon and women going to a salon, and I think it should be a difference of more than 95%. So Alessandro is in the market for 34 years now. Last year we celebrated 33 years, now it's 1 year more. And at Alessandro, I will not go through all these topics, points, you can read them. What I'm really proud of, because you see me here for the first time. I'm pretty sure, because it's my first time in Dubai. But Alessandro is here in the market and in the area for more than a decade. And when preparing this, and especially looking back in history of Alessandro, when have we started here? Then, you know, it's always good to compare it with something that you have at home, and that makes it easier to understand. And I said, okay, Alessandro is longer here in Dubai than my kids are living in this world. So there are kids in school now here that have been born after the first container has been unloaded in Dubai that Alessandro products arrived. Yes, so it's, and I'm proud of this history because it's changing everywhere, markets are changing, and Alessandro is still here, and with Cardoon Pro we are proud to present it here together today. So, but it's not only here. As you can see, where Alessandro is based, we are based in Germany. I'm very lucky to be here today, because you know how German end of winter or spring looks? My wife told me this morning we have 11 degrees, heavy rain, and nobody wants to go outside. And thank God, due to Carnival in Düsseldorf, schools are closed today, so they don't have to go outside. So it's even better to be here. And you can see our focus is in Europe. But when looking at your region, I know Europe is a big let's say, a big area, but in this big area we have so many small countries, and you can reach every country by highway on a truck. So that's why it was very easy to expand in Europe very fast. If you have short ways and just need one truck, it's easy, no complication, no port, no airport involved. That makes it easy. But we are also in South America, we are in Asia, we are here in the Middle East, and we are also in the Nordics with Alessandro. So, making the world a better place. And how to do it. Because you know, I said how to make it, I'm searching the right words, how to make it that it sounds real. Because if a brand comes to present you something, you always say, okay, they want to show me something, but maybe it doesn't belong to the topic. Yeah, so I said, okay, the topic sustainability and innovation, and sustainability even more than innovation, because if you want to make something sustainable, you have to be innovative at the moment. Otherwise there's no chance to achieve this result. So okay, how can we approach this topic to show it to you today? Because we have many things in our portfolio, in our preparations, how to become sustainable, how to become innovative, and at the end still make money in the studio, because that's the point that counts in the end and nothing else.
Come and have a seat, and then after
So
they will do the demo.
I said, okay, there are two approaches how we prepared from Alessandro's side. You can become sustainable and innovative at the same time by first part by ingredients. That's let's say the obvious part, because if you're working with renewable ingredients, with vegan formulations and everything, that's a big step ahead. And the other approach to become sustainable and work sustainable with innovations is through performance. Because what does it help you in your studio, in your salon, if I say, here's the best product, it's vegan, it's from renewable ingredients, and to work it with this, you need this 20 other products. And in the end, you pay 3, 4, 5 times the price than before. You can put a sticker on your door, I'm green, but unfortunately you are closed because you don't have money anymore. So performance also means how can I reduce my product range, the products that I need to work one system, so that I don't need 20 or 5, 6, 7 different products for one treatment, but in basic things, in like making a modeler, sculpting nails, applying color, how can I reduce the materials that I use, that I have less waste in the end, because everyone who has a studio or a salon, I'm pretty sure you have somewhere hidden a box with dry bottles that are still full, with empty bottles that you have to throw away. How can this be reduced on top? So I don't want to go through our whole portfolio because it's 2,500 references, time is too short for today. Let's just look at some selected categories that I can show you how we did it there, and maybe that you get an idea of the direction we are going. We have a urea line, BioBoost, high sensation, color system base, protecting base gel, FX color and gloss, and our strip plug. And I will not explain how to work them, because we are not in a workshop here. I will introduce them, what our approach was, what we have done, what we have invested in these products to make them sustainable, and how this innovation might help you in your own business. We start with a product that stands for performance, not for the green ingredients. So here with protecting base gel, I call it, it's a no gel gel, because it's a natural nail strengthening. It's for a woman who comes to your studio saying, I have a big event, I don't want to have gel nails, because I want to have it like a nail polish, but it must be more durable. It must strengthen my nails, so it can't be just a soak of UV polish, because this one makes holds long, gives beautiful color, great appearance, but it doesn't support my nail, it doesn't strengthen my nail. I want something that strengthens my nail, but is invisible. That's why we have invented our protecting base gel. So you have a natural look, and protecting base gel, it's wafer thin. You make one very thin layer, you make a second thin layer, and then you are done. So for those of you who really work in the studio, or also for those who just buy the products for the studios, you will notice the bond is missing, the top is missing, because it's not needed here. It's just a very simple and easy nail strengthening, and on that, on top, you just apply nail polish, for example, if you want, or whatever color system you want, you can apply. Even the nail polish that you have at home, your favorite color, choose whatever you want. The nail is strengthened and you are doing it with just one product. I should have used my own presenter. The next one is FX Color and Gloss. That is the latest generation of color gel. And when looking at color gels, I know it's the beauty world or the nail world is dividing since 2 or 3 years already. The old and classic color gels in a jar, where you go with the brush inside or with a gel stick, they are getting less and less. Because the all-in-one solutions, where you don't need for color and gloss, for example, the name says it all, the gloss is already included. For sure, you go work with a bond, but then you apply just the color gel and you don't need a sealer, because the sealer and the gloss is already included in this product, that you save the steps, that you save the time, and the additional products that you would need for a standard color gel. And it's easier to apply, because they are more fluid, for sure, it's from a bottle. So it's more self-leveling. If you make a small mistake, it's faster for you, because this product will not be angry with you. It compensates it. So it's a clear plus for you in terms of speed when you work, when you make color gel, and it saves time in the end for you. Then we have our color system base, and when preparing this I said, okay, color system base, even when looking at the bottle, it's a product, let's say, it will not win an award show, just from its appearance and from its description. Because I think everyone has in its studio more than one transparent and clear color gel, correct? So, but what if you could have a color, transparent and clear gel that is just a file base? So there's no need for a bond, because bond, the new color system base, is already included. So you can just apply this gel and use it as file base for whatever you want. So you just file the nail in shape and then you can apply color. Sounds more interesting than at the beginning. And what if I say, okay, you're not just applying color there, you can apply whatever color system you want, whatever color system you have in your studio. Because this product can be used below everything. For sure you have to seal it afterwards, because I don't know what color system you are applying then. And what you can also do is, you can do with nearly every other system, you can do a refill with this product. So there's no need, and I'm sure in the studios and the salons you have countless bottles of products, where you open the drawer and say, okay, in which system am I now working, what do I need? Oh no, it's empty, I need a new one, this one is nearly dried out, I will need a new one. With color system base, you have one bottle in your drawer, and if you have to make a refill, don't care if you have the other products, you can just use this for making refills. And then we go to high sensation. High sensation we developed because you know, also the market for gels is changing, and for sure